This game's probably going to suck, but we've seen crazier stuff happen, obviously, yesterday. But let's go, Giants and Steelers, Monday Night Football. And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the NFL. Of course, please like and subscribe to it. Guys, enjoy the Week 8 Monday Night Football preview. Obviously, we have a big one on tap tonight. No, not really. This game should be really bad. But still, Halloween is on the horizon, obviously, on Thursday. We got a football game on Thursday as well. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the Sunday games. Again, recap. You can go watch that after this, obviously. But obviously, pretty big game tonight for both these teams. Let's first start out with the New York Giants, who obviously have not played very well, really, at all the past 2 weeks. Of course, they looked pretty good in Seattle 2 weeks ago. Then they had 2 back-to-back home games where you thought maybe they could, ruffle some feathers, of course, against the Bengals and Eagles. That indeed did not happen as the Bengals defensively dominated them in that 17-7 win. Then last week, Saquon in his return again on his villain arc just rolled over the Giants as they again accumulated less yardage than 50 less yards than he did as a whole. So yeah, that's about as bad as to get. Of course, yeah. Again, the Giants, it's not great there. Obviously, Daniel Jones got benched. Brian Daboll said that they needed a spark, but nevertheless, Drew Lock's not starting this one. Daniel Jones is, and the Giants are just really bad. But their defense might not be that bad. So, I don't know, maybe that does something here against the Steelers squad that, of course, has won back-to-back games. Of course, last week, deciding to go with Russell Wilson as he was fully healthy, and he looked fully healthy. It was a slow start, though, for the Steelers. Obviously, they were down by multiple scores going into the close to half time. Then they ended up scoring 31 unanswered on their way to a blowout win over the Jets. Of course, Russell Wilson threw 2 touchdowns, also ran one in. That's the best Steelers offense has looked in years up to this point, so that's great. But obviously, if this Steelers team wants to continue to do that, they're going to have to play consistent. Of course, they have arguably the best defense in the entire NFL. All that said, though, they need to get this win because, they're going at 6-2 into their bye week, and considering what they can do after the bye, too, yeah, their schedule is still really hard. Again, we knew that after the bye. They have 6 division games and stuff. But it's not going to be as bad, of course, with the Browns, being around, and how their season's gone. So, Steelers might have a shot to win some games this year, guys. Again, the 6-2, very strong record. Again, they're still top. You got to reason the Ravens and Steelers have the same record, guys. So you got to remember that. But of course, last time the season's played was back in 2020. It was Ben Roethlisberger's, of course, return from that shoulder injury back in 2020, at the beginning of 2019, and they ended up winning 26-16, if I'm not mistaken. Ben Roethlisberger threw 3 touchdowns. Darius Slayton caught a long one too, though. But also Saquon didn't have a good game in that one. With that said, though, this game will be at 8:15 on ESPN and ABC. Those are the primary networks. Again, if you listen to it in Spanish, it is on ESPN Deportes, NFL Plus as well. Again, is the streaming services as well as ESPN Plus. Again, the ESPN exclusive streaming service. So if you don't have any of these channels, you can watch it on there. As well as again, if you're what is called a mobile or walking around, the ESPN app also has this game, as well as what is it called? What am I thinking about? ESPN app. Oh yeah, ESPN2 and ESPN Plus will have the Peyton and Eli alternative Manning cast as well. Announcing it will, of course, be Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, sideline reporter. We don't even know. I guess Lisa Salters might be sick or something. Again, she's the normal one. She's been announcing Monday Night Football games for 20 years. It's crazy. Peyton and Eli, though, Bill Belichick will be there the first half. I think LT is going to be on for the second half, too. ESPN Deportes, Rebecca Landis, Sebastian Martinez, Christian and MD Acosta-Ruiz with Kevin Harlan and Devin McCourty on Westwood 1. Looking at the weather in Pittsburgh for this game, should be pretty nice, about 60 degrees, 5-mile-per-hour winds, partly cloudy, so overall pretty good weather for this game. Giants starting lineup, obviously Daniel Jones quarterback, Devin Singletary is probably going to be full 100% in this one. Of course, Tyron Tracy Jr. is still going to get a couple carries, obviously. Malik Neighbors is coming off his worst game of the season, of course. We kind of expected that, though. No, we actually didn't. The Giants offense was just horrible. Darius Slayton also there, as well as Wando Robinson in the slot. Jalen Hyatt will get out there as well. Theo Johnson's their starting tight end. Chris Manners will also get in there as a blocker. Jermaine Ilumnor, the right tackle, is questionable. Evan Neal would start if he can't go. Joshua Ezeudu is just not very good as a left tackle. If you didn't already realize, Andrew Thomas is going to be out for the rest of the season. John Runyon, John Michael Schmitz Jr., and Greg Van Roten round out the offensive line. For this defense, though, all those starting defensive linemen are healthy. Dexter Lawrence is coming off one of his better games of the season. Elijah Chapman has not been great this year. Of course, is basically a backup caliber player. Brian Burns, what is called Azeez Ojulari, and Tom and Fox off the edge. Any update on Kayvon Thibodeaux? I wouldn't think so. Yeah, wrist. Okay. And middle linebacker, though, of course, we got Mike McFadden, Bobby Okereke. Ty Summers, the backup, is out. Darius Musau or something like that. He might come in a little bit. Nick McLeod's going to be starting corner with Cordell Flott being doubtful. Odori Jackson's also out for this, so they're very thin at corner. That means, Troy Hawkins also questionable. Dan Ballin's probably going to have to bounce out there in the slot again if Drew Phillips needs a break. Of course, Isaiah Simmons is also there. Yande Makes is their number 1 corner. Tyler Nubin is at strong safety. Jason Pinnock at free safety, and Tyler Nubin is a rookie. Greg Joseph at kicker. Jamie Gillen, the Scottish Hammer, is out at punter, so Matt Hawk will punt for the second straight week. Amir Smith-Marset at returner, as well as Casey Crowder at long snapper. And then when we look at the Steelers, if we can get there, there we go. Russell, of course, start. Justin Fields questionable as the backup. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, both in the backfield. Cordell Patterson will be out for this game, which is actually a little bit more of an issue as you might think. Roman Wilson's out, though. Scotty Miller, Calvin Austin, Van Jefferson, George Pickens, the receiver, though. Pat Fryermuth, the tight end. Darnell Washington will also get in there a pretty good bit. Dan Moore Jr., Isaac Salomalo. Okay, I guess he was out. I didn't know he was back, but I guess that's good. Zach Frazier's out. Ryan McCollum will probably get the start. Maybe even Mason McCormick. Again, he's a rookie, so probably not. But again, we've seen stranger things happen. No, my buddy's a right guard. What am I talking about? I'm a little slow there. I don't know. They're going to figure something out. Broderick Jones there as well, but of course, Troy Falton out, Nate Hairbrake, and James Daniels are all on IR, so again, 3 starters there. Maybe you got even 3 starters. But for this defense, obviously they're going to Joby Keanu Benton and Cam Hayward across a really good defensive line. Montavious Adams and DeMarvin Leo, both backups are on IR. TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, and Jeremiah Moon are all ready to go. Nick Herbig will be out for like the 4th straight week though. Tyler Matakevich backup, random linebackers on IR. Cole Holcomb, of course, was on the PUP list a while back. Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen at linebacker. Eldon Roberts, of course, is behind them. Dante Jackson, Joey Porter Jr., Beanie Bishop Jr., of course, had a big interception, one-handed one last week, is there in the nickel back. First 8 games. So this is going to be the last game Cam Sutton's out. Minka Fitzpatrick and Deshaun Elliott, corner, safety. DeMonte Casey, you could see out there a little bit. For C.J. Henderson, who's bounced around the league, could get a little bit of playing time. Chris Boswell, Corliss Waitman, round out the starting lineup for the Steelers. And finally, who do I think is going to win here tonight? I'm going to go with the Steelers just because I think defensively they're just going to completely dominate. Again, it's kind of good matchup for the Steelers as well. Again, it probably will be a pretty close. It could be a close game at some points. I just think though that the Giants defense won't be able to again handle some of those Russell Wilson checks, and as well as the fact I think the Steelers defense will force some turnovers. And I expect the Steelers to win this one 27-10, especially with how bad the Giants offense has been the past couple weeks. With that said, though, that's going to come out to 37 total points, and that's all I got for you guys in this one. Again, I don't know, maybe the Giants score more than 10 points, but probably not. That's all I got for you guys here. Enjoy Monday Night Football, and yeah, check out that, Week 8 NFL recap after this one.
Looking to throw on first down. Jones steps up, launches downfield, and Slayton caught. Touchdown, Giants! And the New York Giants cash in the first deep strike of the season.
It's defense. You got to post here. Watch the middle field safety and Minka Fitzpatrick. Watch him hesitate right here, thinking about coming across. That opens up the middle of the field, and then he makes a great throw by Daniel Jones to the middle, over the top.